Hey YouTube, Joey here, and I've got a deck profile of my BT11 Aqua Force. Deck's been changed a lot, as you can see in your starting Vanguard, Japanese cards, and all that. So yeah, let's jump into it. I'll explain everything as we go along, and the deck's testing a lot better than it did before, so I really like this build. Definitely gonna build it. For your starting Vanguard, you have starting Ripple Alex. He's a grade 0 ride chain. He's basically the same thing as this card, except for the Aqua Force version. When the grade 1 rides it, you get to search the top 7 cards of your deck. For the grade 1 or the grade 2, add to your hand, and then when the grade 1 doesn't ride it, you can move it to any rearguard spot, because it also has the Forerunner skill, basically. So that's his ability. Then for your grade 2s, we start off with all the grade 3s are updated. There's not one that's the same. We got 2 last card bonds, triple rare / SP in BT11. Really good card, but not that. It's good, but not like Maelstrom broken or anything. It's like Glory Maelstrom. You play it there because it's a good card and you can win games with it, but it's not nearly as good as other cards. I like that too. It's pretty good actually. It forces a lot of pressure on your opponent, so it gives you a reason to play it. It can gain crits and whatnot. It's a very powerful card. It's very aggressive. So then I play 3 copies of the Break Ride, or the card known as Blue Flight Dragon Transport Dragon. I believe that's his name. His effect is Limit Break 4. This card's Limit Break 4 is Counterblast 1. If you have 3 Aqua Force units resting in the front row, you get to gain plus 3,000 crit. Now for the Transport Dragon Limit Break, it says Limit Break 4, when a Aqua Force unit rides this card, give a Vanguard plus 10,000 power, and it gains auto Vanguard ability. Whenever this unit attacks, your opponent must discard 1 card, or the attacking Vanguard gains plus 1 critical, and your opponent cannot guard with cards from their hand. This card's ridiculously broken. There's nothing to say about it. It makes your opponent go minus no matter what they do. It steals games and everything. So, if you wear your opponent down to no hand before this card attacks, you've already won. Or not this card, the card that Break wrote this. You've already won, because you're going to get 2 critical, plus your trigger checks. I generally get stands almost every turn, because I play so many in this variant, and this is such a good card. And it's an 11k. All my Aqua Force cards can be 11k, so yeah. Or the Aqua Force grade 3s. There's no reason you shouldn't play this card in a BT11 format with Aqua Force, so I then play 4 copies of Tenacious Thundering Ripple Genevius. This card's amazing. Amazing. Basically, his ability is Limit Break 4, Counterblast 2, and Persona Blast. Let's say this happens. You've got 1 in your hand, 1 of these in your soul. You've got the grade 2 in your soul, so we'll put it backwards 1. You've got this card written, this is your hand. What's right behind your Vanguard is your hand. And touching, that's a 8k, these are randoms, and these are boosters. These tag, he attacks. Limit Break. Your attack doesn't hit. Okay, that's cool. I got a crit, so I give all effects here, and a crit, so I got, let's say I got 2 crits. I'd say all effects here and all effects here. And these are 8Ks over here. So we're going to do Limit Break 4. Counterblast 2. We got Counterblast 2 then, and you get to Persona Blast, and stand all your regards. Like, that's broken. This card is motherfucking It is nearly better than Gigantical Floor the End, but the End can stand itself, and you get another freaking drive check. And it's not a limit break, so yeah. Yeah, it's just an example, and you get a lot of advantage off it, especially if you pull triggers off the top. You just go like critical trigger, all effects, critical trigger, all effects, power crit, power crit. You just like wreck your opponent, make them go ultra minus and whatnot. So really good to play 4 of these. I would drop it by 1 to add another transport, except I need 4 for consistency and gaining its freaking effect multiple times in a game. I love it, and it is amazing. And Transcore Dragon also gains plus 2k when it attacks Vanguard, and when the grade 2 for the ride chains in the soul, you gain plus 1000. So that's my reason for playing that. That's 9 grade 3s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1 grade 1, so we're at 10 cards. And for the grade 2s, we start with 3 Coral Assault. This card is awesome, as always. 30 attack or more, plus 3k. It's pretty simple, it works amazing with stands. And you get 3 Terranite Lazarus, cards of beast, 10k, just need them. 4 copies of Starting Ripple, Silent Ripple. Okay, I can't remember this one. Something Ripple Parva. This card's pretty good. When the grade 1's in Soul, he gains plus 1000, and whenever his Vanguard hits, he has to be Vanguard for the skill. Whenever this card hits, you get to stand a rear guard and give it plus 3000. It works really well on cards with like Coral Salt and other really good cards. So yeah. Not much to say about him. Gotta play these because it's Ride Chain, and they all have really good effects for a Ride Chain, so there's no complaints. Like, I can almost get the entire deck as soon as BT11 comes out, because a lot of it's just commons and rares. So yeah, I mean, this deck's gonna be really fun, really cheap, hopefully. That's 10 grade 2s. For the grade 1s, you got 2 Dorothy, just 10k booster. I dropped it by 1 because I need room for these. This is also going to be the only hard card to get other than the grade 3s. Boom, 4 of these. I'm definitely dropping this by 1 because it's way too cloggy. It's never really been used when I play Tachikaze. This deck slaughters Tachikaze, by the way. Like, Tachikaze has nowhere near enough advantage to just rip off the top and destroy this deck or anything. This deck's only lost to my Tachikaze deck once, so yeah, and I've just played about 30 times. So yeah, perfect guards, definitely taking 1 out. I might put back a Dorothy, or I might put back an Airmo, basically, for the deck. Just don't feel the need for 3. 4 Tier Knight Theo. Just general 8k vanilla, gotta play him. There we go. And for Starting Ripple, Soul Rights. I believe that's his name. Where's that roll site? No, it's Soul Right and Silent Ripple. This card's awesome. Grade 1, right on top. When the grade 0 is in Soul, which is Alex, he gains plus 1000, and if you ride any grade 2 except this guy, you get checked the top 7 cards of your deck for him, and then superior ride it if you find it. So most of the time you're getting your ride chain off nonetheless if you ride that card. Once you ride this card, you're almost guaranteed the ride chain if you already have the grade 3. So it's really good to play, and this card's a monster. And it's a really good booster since everything's 11k basically in the rear guard zone, since I never call Genevius's, which anyone who calls a Genevia is just bad. Like, honestly, there's no reason for you to call Genevius. And that was 14 grade 1s. Yeah. Trigger lineup, you've got... Actually, we're going to start with the crits. We got 3 criticals. I would be playing the Sailor Dude who flips the damage up, because you actually do need to flip your counterblast, and I have no way of doing that. And that kind of does use counterblast a lot. No, actually doesn't, but you know, if you get this guy off, 3 times in a, you could do a combo that you get both of these off, or hit Last Artivan off once, and this guy, actually, no, you really don't need to play Sailor, fuck that, this card's better in this deck, because you only use Last Artivan and the grade 3, and you could do the grade 3 2 times, and do a Last Artivan. All of their limit breaks, boom, all in one, with 5 damage, so yeah. Crits, just need them. These might turn to draws. Crits are really working out though. Although this deck has like no defensive end other than heals, which is why I'm probably going to turn them into draws. And I've got plenty of offense. I got 4 heals. At first I was playing 3-3, and then I did 9 stands, but I was like, oh shit, that's 15. I'll throw in the 4th. That's perfectly fine. I wanted to play 4, so I'm glad I got 2. And then heals and crits are pretty self-explanatory. 9 copies of Mass Production Sailor Stand Trigger. This card is awesome. You get to play up to 16 copies in the deck, and whenever there's another one on the field, he gains plus 1,000. It could be Vanguard or Rear Guard. So if you open the worst hand ever and you put your Stern Vanguard as him, you could go call. You could go like this could be your field. Now we're gonna zoom out. That could be your field. And then every single one of these is 9k. I can't remember if it's during your turn or just permanently. If it is permanently, this card isn't terrible. If it is, then just never call it out ever. Like, let me see if it's permanent right now. Even though if you do this field, that's 6 your stand triggers. So I'm going to look that up, but you just need stands in this deck. This deck requires stands, and this version of the deck is extremely susceptible to needing stands. And you know, forget, I don't care. I mean, you're never going to call this guy. He's a 10k guard, so that's what you're going to do with him. He's 4k, so there's no reason playing it. If it was 5k with that ability, this card would be awesome, because you could do 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Boom, 3 10k columns, or 3 20k columns, and that's amazing. But you need to go really minus for that, and no one's that bad to do it. 3 20k columns, great. Playing 6 stands to do it, really bad. I mean, that's all I'm saying. There's no reason to do that, and this card is freaking awesome. Also has the best artwork out of all the stands in my opinion, so gotta play this guy if you're playing stands. And like literally, if I buy boxes of BT11 and I pull like 16 of these, I'll be like, okay, I'm gonna build a deck with 16 of these for shits and giggles. So yeah, these never really a dead pull anyway. You got 4 of those, and you got 3 of these. These probably becoming draws. Through testing, I still have touch draw version, but because this deck has really low draw power, like you need to get your you need to ride this. You're gonna be in big trouble because you really want to get the ride chain off. So freaking important that you get it off in this deck. And then instead of riding Genevius right away, you play Transcore Dragon, and then Break Ride Genevius. That way you go all out and kind of like slaughter your opponent. Especially since you force them to discard after you attack with the 21k Vanguard, probably 31 since you're having a Dorothy behind it most likely, and you always attack for the 3rd since all their limit breaks require it, basically. So yeah, it's pretty much the deck. I gotta get a better double deck box. This double deck box sucks. And why won't my camera focus? Oh, there it goes. So yeah, crappy Yu-Gi-Oh! Double deck box for sale. See? If you guys want to watch for sale video, just put that in the comments below. So yeah, thanks for watching. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and check out our other videos. And if you guys want card fights, just put it in the link or the comments below. Thanks for watching, and this sorry, I was just on my gaming channel doing videos. But this is Joey from Team Burn Fan. He's signing out, and don't forget, gotta play those broken aqua forces. I mean, this deck really is broken. At first, I thought Geneva said, literally do the end on crack and just stand everything for that. I was like, broken! I was like, that's what made me want to make the deck. But when I read, I was like, oh, okay. And I was like, still broken, because I go stand 5. Like, there's no excuse. Crits might. Like, if I took out 3, if I played 6 crits, I probably wouldn't be, this deck probably wouldn't be as good. I mean, the deck, like, the way the deck plays, you just need the 9 stands, even though the idea of having crits is better overall for more aggressiveness, but you need them. Thanks for watching. As I said, it's me signing out. Any requests you guys have, just put in the comments below. I wasn't able to get a lot of Vanguard content, unfortunately. The only thing I got was Devlin's Morikumo deck. I hope Jalen puts an Aqua Force deck of his TCG variant. I'm not playing TCG Aqua Force until BT11. So yeah, thanks for watching. Joey from Team Burn Fan signing out.